Good morning, students. Today's class we will continue with chapter 7 in HTML. In the last class I have given you introduction of HTML. Okay, and I have already also told you about how can we create an HTML document, how can we view it, and what are tags, elements and attributes in HTML, and some rules. I have explained you how to write HTML codes and HTML document structure also. So now today's topic is formatting elements. Okay, so how can we format different elements in HTML with different tags and syntax? Okay, now open your book, page number 68. First is heading. So this tag is used to define different heading levels in an HTML. So it is basically used to emphasize the text. So there are 6 heading levels. You can see heading 1. For heading levels we will use tag H. So H1, H2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So there are 6 heading levels. So you can see the preview also. So H1 is the biggest level. After that H2, then and the smallest is H6. So H2 to H6 heading level we are using. So H1 heading shall display the text in the largest size and is mainly used for main headings, and the lower levels are used for subheadings and less important things. So it is not essential to use these heading levels in hierarchy. We can pick up any level in between. So these heading tags are written within the body tag of the document. Now next element is paragraph. To display a long piece of text on a web browser, paragraph element P is used. So which marks a block of text as a paragraph. So we can make with P tag paragraph. It means we can take long piece of text right on a web browser. To mark the end of a paragraph, /P element will be used. So when you start another paragraph, the browser will leave one line between the two paragraphs. Next element is line break element. So line break splits the line, display the text on a new line. So it is like an enter key on the keyboard, okay, which takes the cursor on the next line towards the left margin on the screen. Line breaks are good for ending lines after short piece of information such as addresses. So you can introduce a line break into your HTML document with the help of BR tags. So you can see these BR tags we have written for breaking a line. So this element has no end tag. So it is used as a separator between block of text. You can see the HR element draws a horizontal line across the web page. So it is an empty element that has no the tag, the type HR where you want to insert a horizontal line in between the text. Now text tag is comment tag. So far you have seen that whatever you write inside body tag get displayed in the web browser. So sometimes you want to write notes for yourself in an HTML document but do not want them to be displayed in the browser window. So you can write comment. So in such cases, you can write the comment to the text. Use any of the following ways. Okay. So first, learning HTML is great fun. This is comment. Comment learning HTML is great fun, and we can close this with /comment. The comment tag works in the Internet Explorer. Next is bold tag. So how can we use bold tag for darkening the text? So bold tag is used when you need to emphasize the text. Type B for before typing the text that you want to display as bold, and type /B after the text. So for example, B kids pool, computer course, whatever the text you want to bold, right between the B and /B. Now likewise italic, I, for this we will use I is the opening tag, and /I tags are used to format the given text in italics. Now next is cascading style sheets. So how can we cascade different style sheets in HTML? So CSS is a style sheet that provides the set of style rules for defining the layout of HTML document. So by using CSS, you can control the color of the text, styles of fonts, spacing between the paragraphs, size and layouts of different columns. So background and images as well as a variety of other effects also. So you can see style sheets are designed to separate the presentation style of documents from the content of the documents. So this makes site maintenance much easier and provides more flexibility. So the concrete benefits of CSS include it will control layout of many documents from one single style sheet, external style sheet, and more precise control of layout. So apply different layouts to different medias, type, screen, print, etc. More advanced options and sophisticated techniques. Now next is property of this. So what is the property of this? It defines how different elements looks on the web page. You can see different elements, font family, color, background, border, all are examples of property. So property appears before the colon in any line of CSS. Now next is value. Value is what appears immediately after the colon in any line of CSS. It is the option chosen from a property. The value, I will explain with the example. The value for the font family property can be font name like monotype, cursive times Arial, okay, any you can write. So declaration property and its value collectively are known as declaration. This is how can we declare. Declaration generally any single line of CSS that appears between the curly braces. For example, body, then font family, we can write Arial, sans serif, any font style we can write. So this line is a declaration, okay. And selector. Selector is a part of the CSS line and selects what element the target with the property value and pair. Now first, for example, if you want to change the behavior of HR element. Okay, so let us say it's with should be 50%, and we would use HR as our selector. Okay. Now next rule is selector and declaration collectively are known as rule. So you can see in this diagram, this is the declaration, this is the property, and this is the value. Okay, this is selector. We have select H1 heading for this. And the rule is we have to close them this with curly brackets. Okay, this is declaration, this is the value, and this is the property. Okay, so this is the rule we have to follow for declaration any attributes or elements. Then methods of applying CSS. So what will be the method for applying CSS? So you can include the style sheet rules with an HTML document in the following given ways. Inline, the attribute style. So one way to apply CSS to HTML element is by using the style attribute. Style attribute can be used in any element in the body section, including the body tag itself. So you can use any number of declarations, each one separated by a semicolon. You can see, for example, HR style, then width, then colon 50%. We will separate this with semicolon, then we will write height 100, background color blue. So this is not an efficient use of style sheet, as the declarations to be repeated with every element even if the same style is applied on some other element in our document. Now next, internal and embedded style sheet. So this style has a wider scope than the inline method. So with the inline method, the effect applied are limited to the element with which the style declaration has been specified. varies in amended. So effect get applied to all the elements of the type with which the style decoration has been styled. So to create an embedded style sheet, we make use of style tab in the head section. And next is external style sheet. In this method, we define the style rules separately in one file, then use it in with the HTML document. Then external style sheet is simply a text file with an extension .css. Like any other file, you can place the style sheet with its name like style.css on your web server or hard disk. This method incorporates sheet. One file contains the style code only, and the other file contains the HTML code. Okay, you can see. Let us use a style sheet to set various properties of a body background. So we will make use of embedded style sheet in this chapter. Now next is background properties. So what will be the background properties of the web page? We will discuss. So HTML allows to set the background style of an element with the help of the following properties like color, image, speed, position and attachment. So background color, how can we change? This property used to set the background color of the HTML elements. Like syntax, we will write like this: background, color, then value. Where value, color, RGB color code. So you can write like this: HTML, then head, then title. Using background color property, we have to close this title. And style type is text/CSS. So body background color is yellow. Then this is the selector, this is the property, and this is the yellow is the value. After that we have to close style, head and body, and using background color property, changing background color. Then after that body, HTML, then we have to close. After that we have to save this file with .html and click on save button. Now run it on any browser. So you can see the background color will be coming in yellow, and the text using background property, any text you can write on this. Okay. So this is how can we change the background color. After that, background image. We can set any image in the background. So with this property we can add an image in the background of an HTML document. So syntax is background, then image, then value. So where value, we have to write the URL path of that image. Okay. So write like this: HTML, head, then style type. Any style you can choose, text /CSS, then body, background, image, URL. So in the C drive, in the user in desktop, and HTML in teamwork.png. It's the right path of that image. After that, close style, head, then body, then paragraph. We will write teamwork, so important that is virtually impossible for a person to any line, any paragraph. You can write like this. Close that paragraph, then body close, HTML close. Then run this. You have to save with .html. Click on save button. After that, open any browser. So you can see this is our image. Okay, this is our image that we have saved on our desktop. So we have to write the right path of that file in the HTML code, and our paragraph will be coming on that image like this. So this will be the output. After that, we'll do next topic is text properties. How can we change the text properties?